Good afternoon, I am TheZOMBIEJ, and well, haven't done one of these in like a week or so, or whatever, so I'm going to show you all some Hero Factory sets that I've rebuilt. Now, before I go on, I have to say that I had to improvise some parts on some of these sets, but for the most part, all the sets ended up being, well, complete rather well. Some parts will be cut up because, you know, some parts will be missing a bit off of it from where its original, you know, injection molding. But that's what happens when you cut apart polypropylene Hero Factory and Bionicle parts to make them look different, you know. So the first one I want to show off is, well, Stringer Breakout. This guy. He glows. So the only translucent color or piece on this character, besides the Iron Man head, obviously, is the what is that? The torso armor. And I remember actually ordering this off of Bricklink years ago in order to get a new copy of it, because my original piece was discombobulated. Don't ask how. So he's got his blaster, which apparently the trigger system is right there where his second hand is. He holds it as a guitar of some sort, and it's all silver and it looks pretty cool. These sound boosters on his arms are arm armor. He has the color scheme of black and blue, and obviously there's the hero core. The lower legs actually remind me, and the feet. This is basically just similar to the 3.0 version, which we will show off here soon. It's blue, 3 long armor shells on his upper legs and upper arms, and fairly simple set. This was $10 when it came out, and I'm glad I rebuilt it. Had to take apart my Stringer 1.0 set because I plan on getting a new copy of that anyway. So, in the meantime, this mask belongs to this Stringer. In fact, if I recall correctly, this originally came with Stringer Breakout. So, I've always liked the look of this guy. I mean, it looks cool. So, that's Stringer Breakout Edition. Put him right there. Actually, I'll put him there. Next is, well, Stringer 3.0. And yeah, basically the lower legs and feet are the exact same, except for the bones are light gray. The upper legs are actually, you know what, the legs in general with the feet are the same general, you know, arranging of the orienting of the parts as the Breakout Edition. So it's kind of, you know, carrying over from the 3.0 version to the Breakout versions. Like, that's less creative. You swap some colors around and that's it, but whatever. So, Exoforce arm on his weapon. His claws obviously replaced with Skull Spider legs, because that's all I have. I have one of the original claws. I'll have to order all of those off of Bricklink. He's got this bear aesthetic, which looks pretty cool. Mask, helmet thing. Took a while to find the ID tag thing. And this is probably one of my favorites of the heroes from the Savage Planet line. Obviously, Bulk and Stringer are my favorites from that wave. So, this is a pretty cool set. Obviously, he does the Stormer thing where he has this big armor piece as upper arm armor with a spike. So, I've always liked this version of Stormer, or Stringer. I thought it was cool. So, now I have 2 versions of Stringer. We only got 3 versions of Stringer in total, which is kind of a shame. Next, going back to Breakout, we'll go to Ordeal of Fire, as we have Drill Dozer. This one went pretty smoothly. Obviously, I had to find parts, and right off the bat, you'll notice that this part is cut up. It's missing a bit. Yeah, I hate myself for doing that, but it is what it is. He's got spikes up the wazoo. I'm surprised they didn't put spikes on this angle here, right there. Big drill. I must have forgotten that he came with 2 of this double ball joint thing. So this is the first set, and probably only set, that we got this torso armor shroud thing in black. Obviously this long piece is covering the junk. He uses this blade as a blaster, but he can easily shank someone with it or something, or stab them to death. Stab the heroes to death, if you will. He has a fire element right there. He's got this drill. He's got some tubing, just 1 tube. He's got the villain core piece in red right there in his face. Honestly, I'm glad I still had these 2 Borak teeth in black, so I'm glad I was able to find those. These 2 spikes up here are offset a little bit. They're like angled intentionally. And one sort of foot that carried over from Bionicle was these Stars feet in black, which is pretty cool. He has this extra bit of linkage right here for this arm. I don't know why it needs that, but whatever. And then this arm is just weird. It's got this extra shortest ball joint piece there. He does have this tail, I guess you could say. It's just made of 2 long lower leg, I guess in some cases lower arm, not ball joint, what is it, bone pieces, and of course the blaster. Now, this is the only, Firelord and Drill Dozer are the only 2.0 sets, are the only fire villains that I can build at the moment here. I can't do Jetbug and Drill Dozer without having to order their heads off of Bricklink. So that's gonna have to be a project for another day, or 2 separate projects. But yeah, I've always liked the look of Drill Dozer. I thought he was pretty cool. The character was kind of stupid, to be honest, but the set was pretty cool. I mean, it looks kind of edgy in a way, to be honest. So, there's Drill Dozer. You'll see him in the background at some point, I guess. So I'll put him right there. We got Breakout Furno, and this is where another one of these pieces was cut up. This, yeah. The only thing I had to improvise was these tubes. Luckily I had a full one from another set that I ended up not using. And I had to use 2 segmented pieces and then snip off a little extra bit with scissors. And there you go. Basically we have that. The torso armor is also pretty cool. You got this flame aesthetic right there. And of course, Breakout was the return of the 1.0 heads and faces. You got these propellers. Why is it not spinning? Yeah. So he's underwater. He's got a transparent or translucent orange 5 long. Color scheme is red, white, and silver this time around. The upper leg bones are supposed to be dark gray, but I don't have any dark. Well, I have one, and that's it. So I replaced them with red. It looks fine. So he's got white 5-length armor shells, a white 3-length armor shell. His blaster. I thought he had a second hand, but apparently he doesn't. He just has this black socket piece. It took a while to find this lower half of the blaster, obviously in red. This is the evolution of the Thornax launcher, and also he has a harpoon, which I knew immediately where it was. So that was the last thing I added to this character. And the lower legs are, well, what you expect, and the feet too, they're generic. One fist, and this pseudo shield thing. The problem with Furno here is that he is the weakest out of the versions of Furno that we got over the years. Yeah, I don't like this one as much as I like the Brain Attack version, so this one just feels a little bit awkward, especially with these propulsion things just right there by his head. They're like squishing his head in, and it's like, what the fuck? I tried rebuilding the first Furno, but I only had 3 of the limb pieces. I thought I had all 4 of them at one point, but I don't. So, sucks when you try to build something and you just don't have all the parts. So, I was 1 part away from having a 1.0 Furno. I'll have to get that at some point. So, just get a new copy, I guess. But that's Breakout Furno. He's not the best. He's clearly the weakest, I feel. The 2.0 version is weak a little bit too, but that was still a decent build. Even though the goggles were kind of weird. This has something to it, but it's also just kind of weird. But I'm glad to have it. I'm grateful they did it at all. So now, going back to Savage Planet, we have Waspix. Yep, and this claw foot is a little loose on the thing. The instructions tell you to put these armor shells to the side like that, kind of like with these ones on her hips, but that's incorrect, obviously, because in promotional material and the instruction cover art, and even in the Savage Planet animation, they're in the front like that. So she's got this whole leg system going on. She's got 4 arms. Yes, it's a female character. She's got the quasi spikes on her wings. Are these really wings? They look too short to be wings. But hey, bzz, 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 bzz. She's got a stinger. She'll sting you. Yeah, I always enjoyed this build, to be honest. I like Waspix. I think she is pretty cool. She's got these barb pieces in black on these lower arm armor. 4 of these Ben 10 hand pieces, which is pretty cool, in black. I have an extra one of those. 3 of these spike pieces, 2 up here, and 1 for her tail, obviously, her stinger tail. So a triple dose of stinging. One of these, it was a pain in the ass to try to find all 3 of these printed black 5 long armor shells, but I managed to find them, and of course there's her face. Yeah. And chest armor piece. This is a cool set. I've always liked the look of Waspix. I think she's pretty cool. And, well, probably not the most popular out of the Savage Planet characters, but I do like Waspix. So, there you go. We'll put Waspix right there. And, hang on a second. This one's gonna require a stretch. Oh, there we go. Oops. So, I built Waspix. I also built this. This is Scorpio. This is another animal creature that I really do like. I like this set. It's pretty fucking awesome. I actually found a bag at Goodwill, a plastic bag with Hero Factory parts, including discombobulated and, you know, some parts missing, Scorpio, and some other random parts here and there. Even an almost complete Stormer 3.0. I'm using that for parts now, but still. Yeah, this thing, I could totally see this roaming around in the Bionicle universe, clearly. Same thing with Waspix, Raw Jaw, Fangs, you know. So this thing is pretty cool. It's a scorpion-like thing, and scorpions are cool. Yes, they sting you, but hey, just keep away from the tail. And yeah, this one, unfortunately, that'll happen because parts breaking over the years. Has the 2 Quasi spikes, has 6 legs, 2 Ben 10 hands in black, obviously. Has these pincher things, and has the face, same face used for Waspix, but over here it's lime green instead of yellow. This gunmetal flame jetpack piece from the Fire Villains has this undercarriage. Big old gap down here, I guess that's where it reproduces or something, I don't know. Big old tail. And I love the look of this thing. I love the design. It's overall pretty damn awesome. It's got a print piece right here. I now have a second one of those, thanks to the second copy of this set that I am using for parts, though. So overall, I'm just happy with Scorpio. I think he is definitely one of the best sets out of Hero Factory in terms of the villain creature-looking things. He does have these little barbed spikes back here in red, and the Zammer launcher, or not Zammer launcher, what's it called? I forget. Thornax launcher, but in the Hero Factory era of silver. So I don't know, I just really like Scorpio. I think he's pretty cool, and I'm glad I have him back now. So now I should put him back over here. He's waiting to be put on a shelf. And, well, I got one more Hero Factory rebuild for y'all as a little bonus. This is 1.0 Surge. Yeah, I had to sacrifice a mock in order to accomplish this. This arm is loose. This arm is loose. I had all 4 of these silver fucking 1.0 limbs. Obviously the weapon can be split into 2, but I mean the character just uses it as one zap launcher. So electrical. I was able to find every single fucking piece because, you know, these Hero 1.0 sets are piss easy to build. You don't need the instructions. Just figure it out for yourself, and there you go. The color of the core is obviously not the same as the head. The head is trans green of some sort, trans lime green, and the core is trans yellow. It's like piss yellow, actually. Ew. Why didn't I build this again? Yeah, I'm not too fond of the heroes from the first year of Hero Factory, but they do something interesting. I mean, at least with their limbs, you can use them for something on a big beast mock. Like, you can give it a cock or something using this piece as a thing. I just steal the feet and the mask from a mock, so sacrifice a Toa. And yeah, I'm not too fond of Surge. He's not my favorite, but I was able to bring him back, so which means I can't rebuild the Surge Breakout Edition because, well, I only have one Surge mask that is in this decent condition, although it's a bit dusty. Ew, ew, ew. The other one is mangled, so. But that's Surge, the original, the OG Surge. So, what is your favorite out of the 6 heroes from the original 6 hero wave of Hero Factory? I'll put Surge right there. And, well, that's basically it. I am currently finishing, well, I'm trying to finish Chi Eris here. I'll go ahead and show this off. I will show this off in full when I have the parts I need to finish. Because I am missing a wing piece, a gold wing piece, and the 2 axe blade pieces. I have the originals, it's just I used to cut up parts, so they're just missing bits. So I need to order a total of 3 parts off of Bricklink in order to complete this, and then I'll do a full video showing all of the Legends of Chima sets. So that'll be cool, hopefully. Well, that's it for this time. I will be getting back to doing some other LEGO content besides showing off sets that I've built, sets that I've rebuilt. I need to get back to doing some mocks as well. I mean, of course, I have one mock planned. I just don't know how to go about doing it yet. So I have wings in mind for this character, but we'll see how it goes. For now, I'll be back tomorrow with a video on a specific LEGO movie that kind of started them all. Not really, but it started back in 2010, and this film, well, it was the OG Bionicle, the OG LEGO film. It's not a Bionicle movie, it's just a generic LEGO movie. It's the OG LEGO movie. So, stay tuned for my review of The Adventures of Clutch Powers. Get subscribed if you haven't already. Stay tuned. I'm TheZOMBIEJ. I'll see you folks there. Have a good fucking day, and peace. Which of these Hero Factory sets do you like out of all of the ones that I've shown already? So, see ya.